All right, I'm going to go back to an oldie but a goodie.
Thank you, Chris.
It's been more and more prevalent in what I'm seeing this year. So I've asked this question. I asked it of Orlovsky. I've asked it of a couple people that were in the know, and they all said no.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something about how Matthew Stafford throws the ball, right, that causes and has resulted in so many drops? I'm going to put something out there that it's not about drops, but there's something about how Matthew Stafford throws the ball that I think we haven't talked about or taken into account. And I want everyone to watch the game this week. All right. And we'll talk about it next week. We'll take calls. We'll talk about it. I want you to watch it too, Case. Mm-hmm. Matthew Stafford always throws a frozen rope, right? The only time when there's a real arc on that ball is when it's going 40 or 50 yards downfield, right? And then it's got a big old rainbow on it. But if
He's
you're
going better with those
if you're going 15 yards or less,
back in 2011,
15 yards or less, it's on a rope. And I've seen a lot of this in the last week and a half of watching football in the bye week, where I'm watching quarterbacks with a touch pass, throw it over the defender and drop it in, and just right soft into that basket. I watched Drew Brees do it. Watched Drew Brees do it against us, right? We never, ever see that kind of pass. Yes, he's gotten better.
We haven't seen it this year.
I'll agree. Good at it. Matt, and last year was really the only year we kind of saw any of that, and you could tell it wasn't natural for him. Right, every time he tried to do a touch pass, you could see he was like, I can't describe it, but it was kind of funny. It wasn't natural for him. Matthew Stafford doesn't throw a touch ball, and I'm wondering. I don't
think I can argue with that.
If you think about it, you're always shooting a bullet at something, right? You've taken away a third dimension of where the ball can go to a receiver, and that's where you talk about the Stafford windows. He's pounded through. There's no separation. Well, because you've taken away a whole dimension of an angle where the ball can come in because of the way he delivers the ball. And I think that may be one of the things that we give him all this great credit. Again, I'm not here to rip on him, but I think it takes away from his ability and his success as a quarterback, his inability to throw a touch pass like that. That I see so many, like a Drew Brees, right? The softest hands, I guess, in the NFL throwing a ball. But a lot of these guys, you can see Aaron Rodgers throwing this nice little fucking, rainbow that's 8 yards out over the top of a defender, drops it in, and boom, they go. You don't get that. He's got to blast it past the defender or between his hands every time. That's how balls get batted. That's how you get incompletions. That's how you're firing into contested catches all the time. There is something about how Matthew Stafford throws the ball. It may not necessarily be the drops, but I think maybe that could still be part of it, because if everything's a freaking bullet in a contested space, you're going to lose more balls.
I feel like there's like 5 different angles come at this topic with he doesn't have receivers that get open.
Right.
So there's that. So
doesn't have the speed to outrun any of the corners, right?
Right. We have not had the speed guy. Period. We've had contested catch receivers from Golden Tate to Calvin Johnson to Marvin Jones to Kenny Galladay. That's all 4 of those guys.
Chris Durham
are contested catch, maestros. That's like their thing.
Even Calvin.
He's accustomed to throwing into a dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm. And
there's a lot to unpack there.
Think about that's what I said next week, right? But think about early in his career how many interceptions he got.
Yeah.
And he absolutely
was.
It was putting him into those contested spots, those really tight spots, and this ain't college anymore. These guys are a lot better, right? I think there's something to this. We'll unpack it a little more, but like you said, right? That's just a different thing to think about. And I want all you guys to think about it this week. And you can bring it to us, and we'll have a good conversation next week. Respectful, the way we like to do.